Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 19th May 2024. So without wasting any time, let's get started with our news analysis. So this is Delhi edition. I am taking Delhi edition of Hindu and this is front page. So unfortunately in our front page there is no article which is important from our examination point of view. So there is one small infographic which is given in the front page. So it is about Kathakali, the AI guide to Kathakali's nuance. So here you have to focus on Kathakali. So Kathakali is one of the important official dance form of India, and if you go through your Nitin Singhania book of dances chapter, so you will be seeing this Kathakali, and many a times already UPSC gave questions regarding this official dances and folk dances in both prelims and mains. Okay, again from that area you can expect a question. So we are going to see that. So this is also given in page number 4. Okay, so if you move on, so there is nothing important in our front page, and the city page also there is nothing much important today. And today is Sunday, so there is no editorial, no text and context, no opinion page, and we are going to wind up this analysis within 25 to 30 minutes today. Okay, and in this page also there is nothing much important. So as I said in this page number 4, this is the article I am talking about. IIT Kalamandalam to develop artificial intelligence to bring Kathakali closer to the minds of art lovers. So here we can add this article under one more new application of artificial intelligence. So this year, this artificial intelligence is very important from your prelims point of view. So you have to focus exactly on what are the different new applications of artificial intelligence. Clear? Let us see the dimensions. So before seeing dimensions, I want to make an announcement. So as you all know that we are going to start online offline GS foundation course from 27th May onwards. So here if you want to get some fee concession, you can take this scholarship test. So we are conducting this scholarship test on 23rd May 2024. And if you are getting like top 10 rank, then the students who are getting this top 10 rank, they will be getting 50% off in this foundation course fee, and if you are getting between 11 to 20 ranks, then 30% of fee off we are providing, and you can register by using this code. So here we are conducting this examination both on online and offline, so you can scan this QR code for offline or online. So after that we will be sending message to your registered mobile number regarding the timings, venue, and how to take this online test, everything. And if you want to get the scholarship, so try to take this test for sure. And here if you want to take online test, you can download our Rathods IAS app, and there you can take the test on this 23rd May 2024. And in this test we are going to give you 100 MCQs, and each question carries 2 marks, and duration of test is 2 hours. And there is negative marking of 1/3 of total marks per question, and syllabus is your general studies. It includes polity, history, geography, economy, environment and ecology, and as well as current affairs, science and technology. So from all these areas we are going to give you the questions. Clear? Okay, so this is about our scholarship test. And important features of our GS foundation courses: directly personalized one-to-one mentorship will be given by toppers. So we have IAS officers, IRS and IFS officers, they will be guiding the students. And next one is we are focusing on daily answer writing practice from the day 1 of your foundation course. And next one is comprehensive classes for your GS, CSAT, and even we are focusing on current affairs exclusively. For current affairs we are going to provide you daily PDF, weekly PDF and monthly PDF. And next one is we are also focusing on study materials. So we are going to give you study material if you are taking online or offline course, so that you can completely rely on that study material. And next one is prelims and test series is also, prelims and mains test series is also included in this course. So here don't take any risk. So if you want to clear your UPSC examination, so kick start your civil services journey with us. and we will be helping you in all your stages of prelims, mains and interview. And if you want to get concession the fee, you can take this scholarship test. And if you have any queries, you can contact us on this number 8074765513, and I will be talking to you and I will be resolving your doubts personally. Clear? Yes, now let us see the first article and let me give you the dimensions. So this article is talking about one official dance form of India, that is Kathakali. So this article is linking with artificial intelligence, right? So here in your art and culture, you will be studying this chapter dances, and this dances chapter is very important from your mains and prelims. And here in dances we have two types of dances, classical dances and next one is folk dance. So in India we have 8 classical dance. So if you are a beginner, I want to give you a small tip like how you can cover these dances. So take map of India. Okay, that too political map, and see from which state, which dance forms we have. So take one map for classical dances, especially Kerala we have which types of dance? Kathakali, Mohiniyattam, and in AP we have Kuchipudi, Tamil Nadu we have Bharatanatyam, and we have Kathak, Manipuri, right? So you have to know those 8 classical dances and from which state they are present, and here itself you can write some special features so that you will be doing this map work also. And for folk dances you can make a table. So after making table, use the map. First one is you have to take the state and list of folk dances, some special features. And after completing this table, so take political map. Again you have to find out from which state which folk dances are there and what are the special features. Okay, so in this way you have to make notes for your art and culture point of view, because whenever you are writing your mains answer from history, so you have to focus on timeline and also maps. Clear? Yes, this is about how to make notes for dance forms. So here, and there is also one more dimension that you have to focus is in mains, in dances, so they also ask question regarding comparing and contrast two dance forms. For example, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, and Kathak and Kathakali, Manipuri and Satriya. So in this way you can get a question of compare and contrast, means similarities and as well as differences. So on that way also you have to be prepared. Clear? And now we are going to see this Kathakali in detail. Why it is in use? First of all, so a collaboration of artists and programmers in Kerala. So now they are coming up with one new application of artificial intelligence. They are developing machine learning to deeper appreciation of Kerala's classical art, that is Kathakali. So actually in this Kathakali, so we have like male character, female character, and they will be showing different expressions. So many people, they don't understand what expression exactly means. So for that here, so there is a collaboration and they are coming up with artificial intelligence and machine learning to what? To say what is the meaning of expression that they gave. If you see details, it says that this project initiated by IIT in Kottayam in collaboration with this Kerala Kala Mandalam. An important aim of this collaboration is to come up with artificial intelligence enabled tool, and this tool is capable of providing semantic interpretation of art form. So they are going for giving interpretation. And next one is, it is one of the researchers diving project, and this project, it is one of the significant step towards making art form more accessible to audience. To make this art form more accessible to audience, yes, they are coming with this collaboration and they are developing this AI and machine learning tool. And next one is, especially they are focusing on mudras. Mudras means nothing but the gestures they will be using, like fingers and hands to show or to express their feeling. So those mudras, they are being performed with a single hand, or even by using this both hands they can make the symbols or mudras. So these mudras, they conveys meanings. But here many of visitors, many of the art lovers, they might not be knowing about this, what is the meaning of that mudras, right? So this system will be generating interpretations in different languages in real time, and they provide subtitles regarding what is that mudra means. Okay, so this is that artificial intelligence technology we are going to use in this classical dance forms, so that we can increase accessibility of this art to these art lovers. And if you see some facts regarding this Kathakali, so Kathakali, it is one of the dance drama which belongs to ancient Kerala region, and this is a classical dance form. Still now also it is practiced in that state. So Kathakali, it is combination of literature, it is combination of music, painting, acting and dance. So Katha means what? Katha means story and Kali means dance. It is a story dance in short. And Kathakali symbolizes a blending of Aryan and Dravidian culture. So it is a combination of Aryan and Dravidian cultures for shaping its technique. So the most striking element of Kathakali is dramatic quality, which is inspiring and belongs exclusively to the world of myth and legend. And what are the elements that are used in this Kathakali? You have to know this. So this part is very important. So a Kathakali performance, it is beginning, it will start with Kellikottu. So Kellikottu is nothing but devotional number which is performed where one or two characters, they invoke the blessings of the god. So whenever they are going to start, so they will be taking the blessings of the god, and this event is called as Kellikottu. So Kellikottu is the event which with which this Kathakali dance will start. And this Kellikottu is formal announcement of the performance done in the evening. So actually they will be using instruments like drums and cymbals. And next one is this Kellikottu is followed by Todayam. So here next one is, so this Todayam is nothing but it is a pure neta, that is dance piece, and as well as Purapadu, it is like a sequential. Okay, and even musicians, they play a very important role in this Kathakali. And we have Kalasams. So Kalasams are pure dance sequences. So in this pure dance sequences, actor is at great liberty to express himself, and even actor, they can display their skills. And this one is, what are the features of this Kathakali dance? So most Kathakali recitals, they are grand representation of eternal conflict, that is between God and evil. So this Kathakali which mainly showcases the conflict between God and evil. Okay, and this Kathakali draws upon inexhaustible treasure of ancient Puranas, and it will be dealing with the stories of Puranas, Mahabharata, Ramayana, etc. And actually I can say this Kathakali, it is purely interpretative, and the characters in this Kathakali, they are divided into Satvika, Rajasika and as well as Tamasika. So there are three types of characters in this Kathakali. It is very important. And next one is, Kathakali is remarkable in the representation of rasas, especially the expressions of the so and so actor in this Kathakali. So they will be expressing by movement of their eyebrows. Eyebrows movement is very important in this Kathakali. And the use of props is minimum in Kathakali recital, and facial makeup is very, very important. Facial makeup and headgear, they are the important features of this Kathakali dance form. And there are different colors used in the facial makeup. So each color have their own significance. First one is green color, which indicates nobility, divinity and virtue. And red color indicates royalty, and black color indicates evil or wickedness. So these are the colors and the significance in this Kathakali. So I discussed each and every point which is relevant from our examination point of view. So after one's class is done, do revise this topic. Actually, many students are asking me about Hindu analysis notes. So I am providing these notes directly in application, in app. So please go to Play Store and type Rathods IAS and download the app. So there in free, okay, in free lessons or in free material, click on that, you can get this Hindu analysis notes there. And now let us move on to our Hindu page. So most of them we can see in like advertisements here, so you can leave those advertisements. And you can see in this news page, I found one article important. So here you can see a small article. I hope you can see, right? India asks students in Kyrgyzstan to stay indoors. So actually there is conflict which is going on in this Kyrgyzstan. So here you have to know map of Kyrgyzstan. Okay, Kyrgyzstan is a country which is part of Central Asia, right? So you have to see which are the countries sharing boundary with Kyrgyzstan, and let me know your answer in the comment box. So here it says that Embassy of India in Central Asian Republic of Kyrgyzstan has advised Indian students to stay indoors because there are the reports which are saying mob attacks against students from Pakistan. Okay, so Pakistan students, you are attacking Indian students in this Kyrgyzstan. So because of this, recently our Indian embassy gave an advice to Indian students to not to come outdoors. Okay, so in this article you have to know about Kyrgyzstan, that is important, and leave the selection page, it is not at all useful for our preparation. So in this news page you can see there is one small article. Don't use calcium carbide to ripen fruits, orders UPSC. Okay, it is talking about ripening of fruits. So have you do you have any idea of plant hormones like oxalins, gibberellins, cytokinins, ethylene? Do you have any idea? So even in your 10th class, in your SSC also you will be reading about this plant hormones. So here, so there is one hormone which is responsible for ripening of fruits, that is ethylene. Ethylene is naturally occurring plant hormone. So because of this, fruits will be ripening on the plant itself or tree itself, right? But now what happens, so we are plucking the fruits before ripening and we are going for artificial ripening. That too by using some chemicals. So that one such a chemical is calcium carbide. Okay, so especially if you are consuming mangoes, bananas, oranges, so they are ripened by using this calcium carbide. So now let us see this article in detail, and this article is very important from our health point of view, because if you are consuming these fruits which are ripened by this calcium carbide, it will be having negative impacts on your health. Okay, so let us see this article in detail. So why it is a news recently UPSC. So there is a high chance of getting question regarding this UPSC also. So it is your responsibility now to refer some basic facts regarding this UPSC. So UPSC, which has asked traders and food business operators to not to use this banned chemicals. So already this calcium carbide had been banned, but still they are using this for ripening of fruits. So UPSC said that it had alerted traders, fruit handlers and food business operators regarding ripening chambers to ensure compliance with the prohibition of calcium carbide for artificial ripening of fruits. So for artificial ripening of fruits, we should not use this calcium carbide. So this is the thing which mainly said. If anyone is using that, if it is noticed by this UPSC, then they will be getting severe punishment. So this is the thing which mainly said in this article. So if you are talking about this calcium carbide, so this calcium carbide, it is a compound. So what is the chemical formula? That is CaC2, calcium carbide, CaC2, and this calcium carbide is also known as masala, and this is used for artificial ripening of fruits. And this calcium carbide is manufactured by heating a lime with carbon mixture. So lime is heated with the carbon mixture to 2000 to 2100 degrees centigrade in electric furnace, and by mixing that we can make this calcium carbide. And this calcium carbide, which had been prohibited as per the provisions of Food Safety and Standards Regulation 2011 itself. And this calcium carbide, it is used in other applications like in mining purpose, in metal industries, and as well as in the production of acetylene gas. So they are using. So this acetylene gas, which is helpful for ripening of fruits artificially. Okay, so this is the reason why we are using this calcium carbide, but had banned in 2011 itself. So what is the meaning of artificial ripening? So artificial ripening is nothing but in a controlled manner to achieve the optimal level of ripening before time, so which would be then accepted by consumers. Okay, so this is called as artificial ripening, and also allows longer shelf life of these fruits. Clear? So these are some important facts that you have to remember regarding this calcium carbide. Now let us move on to our Delhi page. So in this business, yes, I saw one article which is very relevant, that is India UK reaffirm FTA, Free Trade Agreement commitment at a strategic dialogue. So actually we had a goal of coming up with free trade agreement with UK, but it is delaying because of some ongoing issues. So again we are going to reaffirm this FTA commitment at strategic dialogue. So we have to see what is going to be happening in future. So we have to wait till this agreement is signed between India and UK. Okay. So already we discussed this topic number of times. So let us have a brief discussion regarding this topic once again. Okay. Now let us see the notes part. So why it is in news? India and Britain reaffirmed their commitment to conclude mutually beneficial free trade agreement at the annual India-UK strategic dialogue. So in this annual India-UK strategic dialogue, so now we said that we are going to have this India-UK free trade agreement. And it is very helpful for good progress, and it is made on 2030 roadmap. So let us see the map of UK where exactly located. So this part is our UK. And here we have Northern Sea, here we have Atlantic Ocean, and here we have Irish Sea, and we have Celtic Sea. So these are the water bodies, even they are present here. And if you move on to what is this background of India-UK Free Trade Agreement, so it is not new. It is not new actually. So it has been over from last 2 to 3 years onwards. It is in news. So in 2022, India and UK launched formal free trade agreement negotiation. Okay, so in 2022 itself, the talks had been started regarding India-UK free trade agreement. So until then, both countries, they are contemplating an interim free trade area which will result in reducing tariffs on most of the items. So if they are coming up with free trade agreement, then they will be getting tariff on different items. And both countries, they agreed to early harvest scheme or a limited trade agreement to lower tariffs on a small set of goods apart from easing rules for select services. So in this, as per this agreement, both countries, they agreed to an early harvest scheme, and they want to limit free trade agreement to decrease the tariff. Okay, tariff means nothing but duty, import duty or export duty. And further, they also agreed to avoid sensitive issues, and they want to focus on the areas where there is more complementary in nature. So the agriculture and dairy sectors, they are considered sensitive sectors for India in trade talks. So here agriculture and dairy sectors, they are considered as sensitive sectors for India in trade talks. So these are some important background regarding India-UK Free Trade Agreement. And now let us see what is this meaning of Free Trade Agreement. So this Free Trade Agreement, it is a pact or it is an agreement between two or more nations. And why they are coming with this type of agreement? To reduce the barriers. It may be import barriers or export barriers. And under this free trade policy, goods and services, they can be bought and sold under international borders with little or no government tariffs, quota, subsidies or prohibitions to inhibit their exchange. And the concept of this free trade is the opposite of trade protectionism and as well as economic isolationism. It is very important point for prelims. And this free trade agreement, they can be categorized as preferential trade agreement. Not only that, even comprehensive economic cooperation agreement and even comprehensive economic partnership agreement, that is CEPA. So these are the other alternative names of this free trade agreement. Clear? And now let us move on to our Delhi page. Yes, in this science page, I found some articles which are very relevant from our examination point of view. First one is HPV vaccine prevents cervical cancer in deprived groups, says one study. So here you have to know about what is the cervical cancer and vaccine to the cervical cancer and what is this HPV vaccine. So these are the different dimensions that you have to see from this article. Okay, so now let us see, and even there is a very high chance of getting question regarding this HPV vaccine in your examination and even cervical cancer topic also. So be prepared with that. Okay. Now let us see this article in detail. So context says the human papilloma virus or HPV virus, it is a causative organism for the cervical cancer in women. And the cervical cancer is most important type of cancer and most frequently women will be affected with this cancer. And this vaccine of this HPV, which is cutting cases of cervical cancer right across the socio-economic spectrum, with the most of the cases they are being prevented in more deprived groups. So this is the thing which mainly said by UK Cancer Research. So what it means? So especially girls who are adolescent age who didn't started their sexual life, so they can take this HPV vaccine so that they can be prevented from getting the cervical cancer. So this is the thing which mainly said in one study. If you see some important details, it says that HPV is a group of more than 200 related viruses. Okay, HPV, it is a group of more than 200 related viruses, of which more than 40 are spread through direct sexual contact. So because of this direct sexual contact, so more than 40% of spread of this virus happens. And this one is 2 HPV types causes. One is genital warts, and it is about a dozen of HPV types that can cause certain types of cancer. And more than 95% of cervical cancer is caused by this HPV virus itself. And how it is get transmitted? So one important route is sexual transmission. Okay, sexual transmission, and we can say like sexual transmitted infection globally. And even it can transmit through skin to skin contact. And once infected, most people do not develop any symptoms, thereby not being aware of that they are having some virus. So most of the time here, body can find a clear out HPV, but if the virus stays in the body for the long time, it can cause cancer. So getting vaccinated against this HPV, that is very helpful for preventing of getting this cervical cancer. So these are some important things which are mainly you have to know about. And now let us move on to our Hindu page. So here you can see one article, that is women with no sexual autonomy twice likely to get STI, say study. So this article is talking about sexual autonomy. So women, they are not having the right to take decision on their sexual autonomy. So here this article says that 1 in every 12 married women who are in age group of 15 to 49 years in India, they experienced at least one sexually transmitted infection or reproductive tract infection over a period of 1 year. So out of every 12 women, so one woman is facing this problem of sexually transmitted infection or reproductive tract infection. So here if you see this infographic, you can understand the story. Okay, so women who experienced intimate partner violence are more at risk of developing these sexually transmitted infections. So yes, women did not have right of their sexual autonomy. It is true. So whenever they are having intimate partner violence, then there is a high risk of developing the sexually transmitted infections. And around 18.4% of women who experienced intimate partner violence, they had substantially high sexually transmitted infection or reproductive tract infection compared to 9.7% who did not face intimate partner violence. And next one is 15.9% of women who faced controlling attitudes of husbands reported STI or reproductive tract infection, about 15%. And women with no sexual autonomy and exposed to intimate partner violence, they are 2.3 times, double times are more likely to have the sexual transmitted infections. So women without sexual autonomy and who faced controlling attitudes by husbands, so they are twice more likely to have this. Okay, so here you have to know what are the sexually transmitted diseases, for example syphilis and gonorrhea, and you have to see which are the causative organisms and what are the signs and symptoms and what is the treatment. So those things that you have to see. Okay, yeah, and here you can see one more article. It says, can humans get H5N1 by consuming raw milk or not? Okay, so actually this article is talking about whether there is any transmission of this H5N1 virus from animals to humans. So here, even while no case of H5N1 infection in humans has been reported after consuming raw milk, but now scientists they are believing that virus can be transmitted via an infected cow's milk that has not been pasteurized. That means, so if you are taking milk, raw milk without boiling of milk, directly after removing the milk from the cows or buffaloes, if that so and so cattle got this H5N1, so this virus will be there even in the raw milk. So if you are not going for pasteurization or the boiling of milk, if you are taking directly raw milk, so there is a chance of getting or transmitting of this virus from animals to humans. So this is the thing which mainly said. And now it is your work to revise some facts regarding this H5N1 virus. So what is that? So what is going to cause? What is the impact? So what is this bird flu? What is this avian influenza, etc. And now let us see the next article. I found this article very interesting. So can you see the image here? So this is image of sea otter. Sea otter will be like 22 to 45 kgs. And actually this sea otter which will be consuming some shells, rocks, molluscans. So molluscans are the class of animals, they will be having shell, right? Okay. So here these otters, they will be consuming them. But after consuming them or during the process of consuming, they are facing problems. So that is the thing which is said here. So title says tool use promotes foraging success in sea otters. So actually, so if they want to consume prey, so otters will be there. So for example, there are some molluscans, okay, snails. So snails are also belonging to this family of mollusca. Okay, so if these otters they want to consume that molluscans, they have to remove shell. So how they will be removing shell? By using teeth, by using their nails, right? So what happens here is this article is saying that, so here you have to use tools. Okay, otters have to use some tools like either shells or rocks to open their thick shelled molluscan. Okay, so that there will be less impact on their energy, and even there will be the wearing of tooth. Okay, so destroying of tooth is happening for this otters. That is the thing which mainly said, and let us see that in detail. So context says that using tools like shells and rocks to open their thick shelled mollusk prey is very important. It will increase the success of the sea otters because these tools will help to protect their teeth from damage, allowing the animals to eat prey. Okay, so otherwise it is difficult to obtain the food for them. So this is image of this otter, sea otter. So the findings suggest that this behavior is very important for the survival of some otters. Okay, and the tool use frequency will be helpful for them to get variety of prey, and even that will leads to the saving of energy, and even that will reduce tooth wear. Okay, so these are the some important things which are mainly said in this article, and these are the important current affairs from our today's newspaper and today's Sunday. So most of the time we will be getting like small bits articles only, and I covered your science page. So whatever the homework I am saying, so please do that homework for sure, and try to take the scholarship test on 23rd, okay, for sure, and get this scholarship of 50% off or like 30% off. Okay, so this is a golden opportunity to get into your dream services. Okay, so that's all students, and thank you so much for watching, and please do like, share, and do subscribe to Rathods IAS Academy, and download Rathods IAS app to get the notes. And thank you so much for watching.